Well, I'd like to say something serious before I go, and I want to lead you into the last seminar. I know many of you spent your lives studying railroads. Many of you spent your lives studying airports. And I want to leave you with a basic idea that everything on that blackboard is dumb. This is the one I like most. It is an This is an automobile. Help me, Michael. It drives into an airplane drone and flies to the airport. Then there's our friend Hyperlink, but the Hyperloop. So if you want to study what not to do, take a look at that board. Okay, the next speaker is a rare example of somebody who is good and speaks well. When did we do we did a seminar on the internet maybe 2 months ago?
Yes.
And Michael was the star. I don't want to make fun of your job, but you get off the airplane and there's this track, and the cheap train goes on the same track as the expensive train. So what do? Market research is what you do, and find out which is the group that wants to pay the extra. So his job, he doesn't sell something that's 20 minutes faster. He sells something that's about the same. And from the work we've done together, you've just set a remarkably high standard. So let me introduce Michael Forstner from Vienna and the City Airline Terminal project.
Good afternoon, everybody. The last 2 days, we heard lots of interesting things about customer experience, innovations, and so on. My presentation is just about selling tickets, because without selling tickets, sales and marketing, the whole system just doesn't work. So first of all, I will give you a short overview about the CAT, the City Airport train in Vienna, and then we will focus first on our sales initiatives right now, and afterwards on our latest marketing initiatives. My name is Michael Forstner. I'm the CEO of the CAT, the City Airport train, for 11 years now. It's a really long time. And I can tell you, this whole industry, this whole sector is as interesting as on the very first day. So I still really enjoy it, and it is great to be here. A quick overview. You mentioned it already, we have different options in Vienna to get to the city center. We will see it later on. We are the Airport Express in Vienna. We are the dedicated fastest connection to the city center. It is only a 16 minutes non-stop ride with a 30 minutes interval. I keep saying we're a premium connection. We have a first class seating, but not a first class and a second class. So the whole train is a first class seating. We have only 3 seats per row. So that means you have lots of space for yourself, for your luggage, and the aisle is also wide enough that you can get through with all your luggage, with your trolleys, backpacks, and so ever. And of course, lots of dedicated space for your luggage additionally. We are running our own terminal directly in the city center. It is really centrally located in the center itself. It is inside of a modern shopping mall. We have staff on site, not only on site, but also in the trains. You will see it later. Our target is we have a personal support on every single customer touch point, because usually the customers, when they arrive at the airport, they are sometimes a little bit lost, so that we can support them. And the most important thing is the city check-in. We have exactly the same system as you have heard before in Kuala Lumpur. So it is really a city check-in where you can drop off your bag and you see it again at your final destination. It is completely checked through until you arrive. And additionally, for the arriving passengers, we are offering free lockers that you, when you arrive in Vienna and your hotel room is not ready or you want to just stroll around a little bit in the city, we are offering also the lockers for you. So, what are our USPs? We have 5 USPs. The most important thing is we're a non-stop connection with just 16 minutes journey time. The second point is the city check-in with the baggage drop-off, which is a very unique solution. We are the only ones in Europe that are doing this. A very, very important point is it says simplicity and forwardness. Everything we do on every customer touch point has to be easy for our customers. That's the most important thing, because if something gets complicated, nobody wants to do it. Support and service by staff, I told you this already. And last but not least, of course, punctuality and reliability, because the people are getting nervous when they go to the airport. They want to arrive on time. Now, I would like to give you a quick overview about the situation in Vienna. Matthew mentioned it already. We are facing a really, really tough competition. We have so many different options. The first option is the CAT, 16 minutes, but not expensive in international standards, but in comparison to the other modes of transport, quite expensive with 24 euros. Then you see the Austrian railway service ÖBB. They have 2 offers to the city center. One is the Railjet. Those are the high-speed trains in Austria, or the local commuter trains. Both trains are really, really nice and modern, with air condition, with everything you like. The local trains, they are brand new. And please have a look at the costs. 9 euro. And that's not one way, that's a return ticket. Yeah. So in Vienna, you can board a high-speed train, riding 15 minutes to the Vienna main station and back for just 9 euros. And you can imagine this doesn't make my life or the life of our colleagues easier. So this is why we have to invest into sales, into marketing, and that our customers really know what they get, and they are willing to pay our higher prices. Then what we are facing right now is it's really a big challenge. Uber is driving, I think, all over Europe, different campaigns where they are promoting especially the airport connections, the airport drivers. And in Vienna, you can go with an Uber to almost any place in Vienna where you like to go for 30 euros. That means if you're 2 persons, it's really cheap in comparison to our train. What are our target groups? Let's focus first on those two graphs. First of all, our customers, 80% are foreigners. Only 20% residents use the CAT because they are fully informed. They know all the other options. They know that the high-speed trains are also really, really nice, and it costs you just 1/3 of our price. So 80% of our customers are foreigners. The reason for traveling, we heard it from Bernard, it's a little bit the same as in Kuala Lumpur. 30% are business travelers and 70% are leisure travelers. And before COVID, the number of business travelers was really, really much higher. Yeah? But especially in the central part of Europe, Austria, Germany, the amount of business travelers really decreased because of Teams, Zoom, and so on. To our sales channel, this is also quite interesting. 50% of our sales is still generated with our ticket vending machines, directly at the airport or in the city center. So the decision making, which option they are going to take, is very spontaneous. Yeah. But, and that's the good part of it, we are managing that 30% of our customers are booking online on our website or with external partners. And that's the good reason. That's a very good thing, because they book in advance, so they don't know yet about all the other options. Yeah, they know us, we inform them, and they buy the tickets. Yeah, because when they eventually arrive at the airport, they have all the choices they want. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So this is the reason we are trying to reach our customers as early as possible. And now I focus on our sales initiatives and then on the marketing initiatives. What we are doing right now to get this done. So first of all, our sales initiatives. What we started 2 years ago, we are selling additional tickets, additional touristic offers. It is called Vienna City Card, it is called Vienna Pass, it includes the public means of transport in Vienna. So, and the reason why we are doing this, we have 2 reasons. The first reason is we are earning commissions. It's quite good, yeah. They're paying high commissions to us, and that's fine for us. But the second part, the more important part is we have advertising on our ticket counters that we are actually selling these products. And this is attracting new customers. And when the customers come to our counter and buy a Vienna City Card, our sales staff is able to sell additional cab tickets. So it's really a win-win situation, and it is a really strong performance. So for 2 years now, we do it offline at the ticket counters, and 2 months ago we started it online, and we will see if that's also going to work. Second part, what we are trying for the last 2 years, and what also works great, is we call it a strategic price differentiation. I told you before that the local trains are much cheaper than we are, and especially the residents know about that. That means we are trying to grant the residents a very high discount. The discount is minus 50%. And with this minus 50%, we are competitive. Yeah, that is really working quite good. But we are all sure about that. You can't say, oh, you're from Vienna, we are charging you less than, oh, you're from Great Britain, you pay the full amount. That doesn't work. So it is connected. If you have an annual pass of the Vienna public means of transport, you're entitled to this discount. And you know, in Vienna, almost everybody has this kind of card. So if you have one of those cards, you're entitled for this discount. And you see the growth rates, plus 40%, plus 26%. So this really works very well. The third thing we are doing extensively is we are trying to cooperate with conferences and congresses. Our target is, if there is a congress in Vienna, at least we should have contacted them if they would like to make a cooperation with us. We can offer welcome desks directly at the airport, special discounts, special tickets. So we're trying to sell an all-inclusive transfer package. and this works also quite good, but there's always room for improvement. Then our cooperation with external sales partners. That means either cooperation with offline partners, such as the tourist info where you can buy your tickets, yeah. But more important are the digital ones, with Expedia, with Booking.com. And through all those external partners, we're making already 15% of our revenue. So 15% of our revenue is by our own digital channels, online and mobile, 15% by the external partners. And this works great for us. We are working hard to find out which discounts are working best for our customers. We in the last years we tried different discount stages from -10% to -30%, and we are evaluating how the amount of tickets are rising, how the sales are going up, what is the correlation between discount and revenue increase. And what we learned for us and for our customers, it really adds up. So it works really great. We are not granting a discount over in general if you book online, but you see we have 8 to 10 campaigns per year. And it's a mixture, I think, between granting a discount and have a permanent call to action. So book now and save money. The people, they just like it. Yeah. This is one of our newest gadgets. It should be in service in 1 month. You know, right now we have those old ticket vending machines, the big ones with cash handling and all you would like to have. And we were inspired by all those fast food restaurants where you can order by yourself at a kiosk solution. And so we are trying to implement also such a kiosk solution by our own and to replace our old ticket vending machines step by step. The disadvantage is we don't accept cash anymore, but if you would like to pay cash, you can go to our counter. And for me, the most innovative thing with this kiosk is this QR code. So if you finalize your booking process, this QR code appears, and you can decide if you want to scan this QR code and get your ticket as a wallet on your iPhone or on your Android phone or something like that, or if you want to print it out. So you have the choice. It's a ticket vending machine, but you can get it online. Yeah, those were our main sales initiatives, and now we go to the marketing approach. Last year, you see everything is painted in green. Yeah, it's our brand color. This is our new marketing campaign. The main claim is non-stop for you, non-stop service, non-stop to the airport, non-stop to the city center, non-stop family, self-baggage drop-off, you name it. So the main claim is just non-stop for you. And yeah, it's with bright colors to attract people at the airport. Where are we spending our marketing budget? First of all, 30% digital, with Google AdWords, with Google campaigns and so on, for influencers and all you can imagine. But still 54% is spent for out-of-home advertising. And that is mainly spent at the airport. In recent presentation, I keep saying we are trying to paint the airport green. Yeah. So if you leave your plane until you leave you enter the arrivals hall, you should at least see our products, our advertising 4 times. So from every different way you come to the airport. So yeah. And you see print media or something like that, we don't do it. It's in our, digital is more important. Last year we introduced our new website on the left-hand side with a very streamlined and easy booking process. And a few months ago we decided to add additional languages. We used to have it in German and English, and now we also have it in French. I hope this is the French. Sushi, in Italian and in Spanish. So I think we cover almost a big part of the world. And on the right-hand side, you see we started also to sell the additional offers, the touristic products, also on our website. We are trying to go to the origin countries. That means if you are, it's a proof of concept right now. We try it in 5 different countries. That means if you are standing, for example, at Heathrow Airport and you use your mobile and you Google Vienna, we would like Google to place our our campaign. So if you're going to Vienna, we are your solution. And the first data we saw, this works really, really good. And it's not, it is also not too expensive. And what we're trying in the next month is here at the bottom. Everybody knows Google Shopping, where you enter a product name and you can buy it directly. And that's what we also wanted to do with the CAT tickets. So as easy as possible. We also have good cooperations. We started to give discounts for special events. We have cooperations with big sports events like the Vienna City Marathon with 40,000 people coming in from all over the world, or just tourist attractions. It is all a little bit about gaining attraction and try to attract special target groups. Yeah, I think those were my main topics from the sales and marketing perspective. At the end, I can show you our new trains. They will arrive by the end of 2027. The trains will be made from Stadler, that means Swiss quality. They will be also double-decker trains with a very, very low seating capacity. I mean, the capacity in total is high, but you will see some pictures inside. It will be very, very luxury, very comfortable with lots of natural materials. So we don't have leather anymore. We have lots of wood inside. Actually, it will be also real wood inside, not only plastics. Yeah, that's how they will look like. And they are already in production. And yeah, lots of luggage space, of course. So yeah, we're looking forward to our new trains. We're fit for the future. Thank you very much for your attention. And do you have any questions?
I have a question. There are a lot of themes in there, but I would go back to your presentations on the webinar maybe 2 months ago.
Yeah.
There are only 20 specialized airport train systems, depending on how you define them. And I think it's important that the people who do the kind of work you do bond together. Could you just give us a rationale for why it's important to keep the group alive that sets standards for collecting the data and interpreting the data and interacting with one another?
You know, I think this is one of the most important things. I really look forward every year that we have this conference once a year and that the main players are together in one room. Because in all the talks I had, the previous conferences and right now, it is such an open exchange of knowledge, of experience, what works, what doesn't work, because you know everybody can copy from the other ones. We will never ever be competitors. Yeah, Heathrow Express can copy everything we do, and we are grateful for that, because if the dedicated airport express services are getting better worldwide, that's the best what can happen for us. Because if the experience in Kuala Lumpur is great, and the people arrive in Vienna 3 years later and they remember, oh, airport express train, this was great, I choose this one, everybody wins.
I'd said that. Any questions on either the details or the theme of bonding together?
Right now we are in discussion internally if we can replace all of the ticket vending machine by cashless ones, or how many of the old ones we should keep or invest in new ones that are still offering cash. But I saw the figures last week. Right now, also with our old ticket vending machines, over 90% is already cashless. So it's only about 10%, and we have two ticket counters at the airport. So everybody who still wants to pay cash, they can go to our sales agents, to the ticket counters. I think this is not a reason to not use this kind of kiosks. And they are really cheap.
It's inevitable, I think, is the answer. Mark, you're allowed to speak.
Real quick. I'm curious, you made the decision on your new equipment to order double deckers. They're unusual in airport service because of the level change in luggage and so forth. I presume it has something to do with your platform length and your capacity.
We have a very restricted length in the city center. So we are only able to run trains with 5 to 6 wagons. That's the maximum. And if we go just with one floor, we have 2 less capacity. Because of the first class seating, we need lots of capacity. And with the first class seating, you don't have as many seats in one wagon as you have in the economy class. And our decision was to stick to the first class seating, because if you pay the premium price, you have to get a premium product.
The other quick one had to do with the a really well done job at doing baggage drop downtown and getting into the airport. This really seamless, works really well. Have you looked at the other direction? What are the barriers to doing it the other way?
I think we did lots of years ago, but at least we saw no practical solution to do it.
I saw your price is 25 euros.
Yes.
And the backdrop is included.
Yes.
That means the transfer is included.
Yes.
How do you make it profitable?
It's a different question, you know. We don't have to be profitable just with the city check-in. The city check-in is just part of our product, and we have to be profitable with all of our operations. And fortunately, we are very profitable. So I know this kind of discussions. This city check-in, it costs us a lot of money. Yeah, it is really expensive because you need the staff over there and all the check-in counters and so on and so on. But for us, it works. So this is our main USP. It's a main differentiation between the other train services. And yeah, that's why we stick to it.
We are honored to have Francesca Romano. Okay, whatever. Who is going to remind us, remind many of us that just a year ago we were the guests of the Milan Airport, and we're going to get an update on their connections to the rest of the world, in addition to what they already have downtown. Francesca.
Thank you, Matthew, for the introduction. First of all, I want to thank you, the organization, Groupe ADP, Jaro, and also Massimo, that always involves me in these really interesting events. So these 2 days has been really, really interesting, inspiring, the mix of site visit, as I was telling before to Maria, and the conferences. So I feel very, very lucky and happy to be here. Just a quick introduction. I'm the head of airport accessibility at Milan Airports. Milan Airports is the company that manages both Linate and Malpensa Airport. I have the opportunity to talk about some accessibility project related to Malpensa in some another Jaro conference, or maybe last year or 2 years ago. Sorry, I don't remember. Malpensa is our intercontinental and international gate, not just for Lombardy region, but for the entire northern part of Italy. And today I want to tell you an overview of another important project, this time related to Linate, that is our city airport. Linate is located just 7 kilometers from the city center, and today is connected by the new M4, the so-called Blue Line, the new metro line that connects Linate to the city airport, but also to the eastern and western part of Milan. And this project, this Milanese Gate Hub 2 project, is related to a future development that is related also to the metro line I mentioned before. Is Mega 2, because there was a previous project, the Mega 1, of course, that has finished, and now there is the final phase of this project. So we go more inside of the presentation. As I choose the title, this project will enhance the accessibility to Linate airports through intermodality. But intermodality is the word of this event. What intermodality means and why intermodality matters for airports. The development and the improvement of accessibility to both Milan Airports is for us a key enabler for their competitive and sustainable growth, and it's one of the pillar of our strategy, of SEA Milano strategy, with the objective to foster, to promote the modal shift to from the private modes of transportation to the collective and possibly public ones. So integrating rail and metro with airports enhances this sustainable and efficient transport, improves accessibility, reduces congestion, and enhances, of course, passenger experience. That is our, let me say, mantra. Passenger is always at the center of our strategy, both for Linate and Malpensa. So what is the focus, the goal of the Mega 2 project? The project aims to connect, as I say, Linate directly to the new high-speed rail station that will be built, and I will tell you more later, boosting in this way multimodal connectivity and boosting also sustainability and decarbonization, because we know that multimodal transport hubs support the UE Green Deal's UE Green Deal goals by reducing emissions and promoting greener mobility. Maybe you all probably know that the Mega 2, sorry, I switch sometimes in Italian, is co-funded by the European Commission under the Connecting Europe Facility program. And maybe you know that this CEF program is a EU's key funding instrument to for implementing the EU Green Deal I mentioned before, and achieving the decarbonization goals that Europe has set for 2030 and 2050. So these CEF investment help fill the gap, the missing links in the Europe's backbone infrastructure. Just to give you an overview, the Mega 2 project, as I said, aims to improve multimodal connection between Linate and the new Segrate Porta Est high-speed rail station, thus enhancing accessibility. The project focuses on the final design phase of this infrastructure that will be realized in the municipality of Segrate, that is part of the broader metropolitan area of Milan. As I said, the project is co-funded by the EU program of Connecting Europe Facility, and is coordinated by the municipality of Milan, and SEA Milan Airports with municipality of Segrate, and Rete Ferroviaria Italiana, the national rail infrastructure provider in Italy, are partners, are beneficiary of this project. The project started in May 2023, and it would have ended by the end of this year, but most probably it will be extended one more year. So it will last until December 2026. And the overall goal, as I said, is to improve the public transport system efficiency of all this area. So I think that this slide helps you. Of course, maybe you don't know what is the geography of the area I'm speaking about, to understand better. At the left part of the slide, you see the Linate Airport, and in particular you see the M4 Linate Airport station that is located in the airport, at the airport. That is the current terminal station of the M4 metro line. So as you can see, the project is about the extension of the M4 metro line with two more stations. One is the Idroscalo that Milan people call the Sea of Milan, but believe me, it's not like the sea. It's a really nice place, but I'm from the southern of Italy, so the sea it's a different thing. And then the other station, final station at the Segrate Porta Est, where the new high-speed station will be built by the Rete Ferroviaria Italiana. In this project, the main task of SEA, Milan Airports, is to design and then also build a pedestrian skyway connection that will connect the Linate metro station to a car parking that is located on the other side of the main road. I will show you more detail later. So that the Mega 2 co-funded the design phase of this infrastructural work, and SEA is going to build by its own investment, and the facility, the connection will be ready within the next year, by the end of 2026. Okay, I hope that this picture will help you to understand better the importance of this connection for Linate Airport and for our intermodality and integrated connection. In fact, the connection, the skywalk, will connect the metro station, as I mentioned before, directly with the park P4, that is located on the other side of the main road that connect Linate with the surrounding area, thus ensuring easy transfer not only for passengers and employees that park in this area, in the P4, but also for the user of the M4 who use the P4 as a park and ride area, because in the future, probably next year, this P4, this parking, will be used as I said, a park and ride area. So it will be dedicated in part also for the metro line users. Why we choose to realize a elevated infrastructure, of course, to ensure safe crossing, and also because a covered and accessible design reduce walking time and also exposure to weather conditions, so enhancing, of course, safety and comfort of the user. This connection is for us really important because it promotes integration among the different transport modes that are located in this area. In fact, as you can see in this area, we have the M4 Linate Airport station. We have different parking area for passengers and for employee, and in the right picture that represent the design state, you also see a green area located really close to the M4 Linate Airport station, where SEA is planning to realize an intermodal hub that we call a smart mobility area, where we want to concentrate also other kind of mobility services, also related to soft mobility and shared mobility and micro-mobility services, for example, bicycle or other private in sharing and other services, and also realize an area for buses, private and also public buses, in order to concentrate in this area all the transport and mobility services that the airport offers to both passengers employees, but also to all the community and the citizens that live in the surrounding of the airport, because this area is naturally suited to serve as an intermodal hub, because here we have all the different mode of transportation. Okay, here's some picture of how we imagine the connection. These are some renderings. In the left part of the slide, those white structure is the Metro 4 station, the kiss and ride of the Metro 4. So the connection is really close to the metro line. This is the morning view. This is the night view, and also a view inside the infrastructure. Also the colors and the materials allow to integrate this infrastructure in the environment. We have lots of dialogue with, in particular with the municipality of Segrate, because in their planning, they are building different of these infrastructure. So in order to be all harmonized, we have a really strict dialogue with them to decide together colors and materials and the characteristics, the features of this connection. Okay, let's talk about how the second part of the Mega 2 project, so the extension of the M4 line, will impact on Linate accessibility. In the picture, you will see that the metro currently runs from the eastern part of Milan, where you can read San Cristoforo FS. The metro interchange with all the other metro lines in Milan, M1, M2, M3. And then, as I said, the final stop at the moment is in Linate Airport. With the extension of the metro, 2 more stops will be added, one at Idroscalo and one at the Milanese Gate Hub. And this will allow not only the interchange with interurban bus lines that will terminate at the new intermodal hub, but and also a connection with the suburban rail network. But the most important thing is that these allow the connection of Linate with the high-speed rail. So Linate will be integrated in the national high-speed rail, just in 2 metro stops from the airport. Of course, this allows the expansion of the airport catchment area, because this direct interchange, this direct connection of Linate within the high-speed rail network will reduce travel time, especially for people coming from the east part of the region, and for people coming from, for example, Brescia, Verona, the eastern part of the northern part of Italy. And this is the third pillar of the Milanese Gate Hub 2 project, the realization of the new high-speed station in Segrate. This is an investment of Rete Ferroviaria Italiana. The project, the final design phase is co-funded under the Mega 2 project, and this new station will integrate regional services and part of the high-speed rail connection, enabling significant network expansion and new access opportunities. So this is a really revolution for the rail accessibility in the eastern part of the metropolitan area of Milan, because, as I said, Linate will be directly connected to the high speed that runs from Turin through Milan to Venice. Also, within the construction of this new station, the two stations, the metro station and the rail station, will be integrated, so people will move in a smooth way and with all the comfort from one station to another through pedestrian underpass connection. Of course, this, as I mentioned before, this integration can foster the modal shift we hope to reach, to improve from the private mode of transport to the public one, so reducing carbon emissions and traffic congestion in this area and in all the road system surrounding the Linate Airport. I'm sorry for the quality of the picture, but this is the last, the only picture available on the website. So this is an idea of how the new station will look like. So just to conclude, to wrap up all the concepts that I explained before. This project is really, really important and will have a really significant impact on Linate accessibility. At first, because we are sure that it allows to enhance the passenger experience, offering faster, convenient connection for people and employees who will travel to and from Linate Airport. Of course, when the airport accessibility improves, this means also that the airport's appeal to airlines and travelers increase, of course. So this is crucial for the airport growth and competitiveness. And of course, we see also a economic from an economic point of view and development of the entire area. Of course, the project promotes the sustainable mobility, will reduce congestion, traffic, and will for sure stimulate investment in this area. Because I didn't mention that in this area, in this picture, you will see it better. Will be built also a very huge mall. That is the part that you can see at the center of the picture. So this area is interested by a huge investment and development. Thank you. If you have any question.
We are creeping towards our time of departure, but really quickly, is the idea of an urban airport surrounded by urban people a popular idea, and is it desired to have two airports in Milano?
Milan people, but let me say, not only Milan people are really I don't know how to say in English. They love Linate. So I think that the two airports, Linate and Malpensa, are very specialized. Okay. They are different. They offer different services. They have different traffic. Linate is growing, but it has also a cap. So it cannot grow much more in the future, and is focused on domestic travel and short, medium haul flights, while Malpensa is focused on international and intercontinental flights. So the two business,
Okay.
they work really fine together.
Any final questions before we ask our host to come and say some concluding words? Thank you. Okay. Emile, again, let me just introduce Emile by saying thank you for the kindness and the hospitality you've shown for 2 days.
Just a few words to maybe conclude those 2 days of events here in Paris CDG. First, I would like to thank you all for coming here. It was really a very great pleasure to host you during these 2 days. I hope you had also much fun here in Paris, and that you had a great pleasure to listen to all those presentations. That you had great discussion and great meeting different people, different companies. I hope you really enjoy your stay. I want also to thank IRO and Patrick for this strong partnership that we have built together, that has enabled us to welcome you all and have all those great material and great speakers gathered all together during those 2 days. So thank you, Patrick. Thank you very much. I hope everyone goes back home with plenty of new ideas on how to improve air and rail connectivity, and I hope everyone goes back home with new connections to other people, to other companies. So I hope this has worked and that everyone has met new people. I would also like to thank the team that has been working on this event for a few days, a few months, not even. So thank you, Maria, for the help. Thank you, Ivan, for the coordinating the site visits that you had yesterday. Thank you, Fatima and Lisa, for all the coordination of the logistics, the bus, the boat, the catering, everything. So thank you a lot for them. And thanks again, everyone, for coming. And for those coming from far away, I hope you had a great time in Paris, that you will love to come back and have a safe trip back. Thank you.